Hello, my name is Anne Woolley, and I'd like to introduce my book, The Poems of Elizabeth Siddal in Context. I believe to really understand a piece of literature, we need to know something about the time in which it was created, to give it its socio-economic, political, cultural, and religious contexts. I've avoided the autobiographical context here because that's been covered before, and because I wanted to show that Siddal's poems were much more than just the maudlin reflections of a sad and tragic life that they can first seem. So instead, I've analysed her poems, their structure, their language, their imagery, against a number of backgrounds to widen their appeal and to advance her standing as a poet. First, there's the base layer, Victorian England, a time of scientific challenge to traditional values, of extended literacy and the growing power of women. Then there are the Pre-Raphaelites, of which Siddal was a member, and their love of medievalism, nature, the symbiosis of art and literature, and of working in an artistic community. Art is very important in my book. Siddal was an artist and her work is here, but there are paintings by Rossetti, Millet, and Hunt referenced in every chapter. The feminist context is important on several levels. Siddal knew women who were advocates of female educational and social reform, but she's also one of the many lost female voices of Victorian poetry, whose recovery has engendered a political debate of its own. And then, of course, the literary context. I compare Siddal's poems with the writing of female contemporaries, notably Christina Rossetti and Elizabeth Barrett Browning, but I particularly wanted to move her away from same-sex anthologies, so I read her alongside men who were either known to her or who were important to the Pre-Raphaelite group as a whole. So this is my primary context, and my chapters focus on the literary relationship between Siddal and Dante Rossetti, Swinburne, Tennyson, Ruskin and Keats. It may seem a daring move lining Siddal up with these giants of 19th century literature, but through it I've shown that her poems are cleverly put together and have surprising depth. I'd be delighted if this has inspired you to buy a copy of my book, and to get one, all you need to do is to go to the Manchester University Press website and look for The Poems of Elizabeth Siddal in Context. Thank you.